Do you like or believe in astrology? It's nothing but standard pattern recognition where you take a look at the different planetary positions and try to figure out why is life turning out or why are certain life events the way they are supposed to be. Now, you may or may not believe in it, but today I'm going to utilize this example in order to demonstrate two of my favorite tools for learning. One is NotebookLM, which is a Google's tool, and it's extremely powerful learning tool for students where you can just hook it up to some of the videos of lectures and it's able to distill it, it's able to make quizzes so that it makes your learning more fun in the journey. And the second thing is going to be Crew.ai, which takes written notes when you have a lot of documentations. How do you distill it? So I'm going to be demonstrating both of them using this very fun example, which is astrology. Now, astrology is something that I have practiced and I have followed. I remember being a teenager and my brother handing me a book to palmistry. From there, I started learning about the planetary positions, and for the past decade or so, I have been following Astrology right here, and I've also been following KR's channel, as well as some of the very powerful predictions on some of these websites that I'm also going to be linking and putting in the description below. Now, these are all just a mechanism for me to figure out, am I going to have a good week? Am I going to have a bad week? Or should I brace for impact? In a way, it's me telling myself all is going to turn out well. And if something does not, it's just a way for me to make a reason that, this week just didn't turn out the way I wanted it to because of the Mercury positions. Is that really the truth? Maybe, maybe not. But it gives me the strength to move on. Now, with all of these uncertainties with regards to jobs, being or not there with this advent of AI. Is AI stable or not? Is it going to go away? It's going to take away all of our jobs. With all of this fake news, sometimes I find great peace in astrology. And I typically always try to figure out what the week is going to look like for me. However, if you don't believe in it, just take it as an entertainment mechanism and also learn about these two very powerful tools if they can help you supplement your learning journeys into AI or into anything else that you may like. If this is of interest to you, please like, share, and subscribe and follow for more. This is AI with Sohini, with over a decade as an expert in the field of AI, explaining to you all of the different tools so that you don't have to figure them out yourself. Let's get started. So, as always, let's figure out why we even need these sophisticated agentic tools. Can't we just ask Chatgpt, if I give it my sun sign, my moon sign, my rising sign, can it do a good job? Well, it does come up with some predictions, as you see, but as soon as I ask, what is the source that you are using for your predictions? That's where you start understanding that the LLM is absolutely off. Most of these predictions can be considered as hallucinations or something it just read off of some website somewhere. So here comes to the rescue Crew.ai. Whenever you have a lot of data in crunched up text format, Crew.ai is the best place to be. First step, let's gather all of the data we need in textual format. So here is me going to AstroSage, typing in my birth details, and from there I get my Varshfal, and this is all of the data that now I'm gonna copy and I'm gonna paste it into an Apple Note that I'm then going to copy and paste and use as starting data for my Crew.ai agent. The good thing is here I can go into as many years in advance as possible. This is all of the corpus that I have available. And now if I am pasting all of this corpus in one place, Crew.ai will keep agents that will retrieve the data, that will understand the data, and that will generate the data based off of just the query that I am interested in. Next, I go into Astrology, and this is where I love this free birth chart. Again, I enter my birth details, and here is my birth chart with all of the major transits that are coming up. Notice that these transits are the planetary transitions for that year, and here the definitions of them are not given. But no problem, I just copy all of them and again paste them into the same note. So now I have textual data from multiple different sources about many years in advance, and I only need the definitions of what these astrological transits mean. So that's when I go to Astro Cafe that stores all of this data, and I just give this web link into the notes as well, and my agent will be told in case if they want to know what a transit particular is, they should just go and search for this link. So now that all of my corpus is in one place, it's time to invoke Crew.ai, where I start a new project. And here I give it a very basic prompt that I want to build my astrology prediction month by month based off a lot of data that I have at hand. And then these transits can also be searched or defined using all of the definitions that I found in Astro Cafe. And look, this is where all of these agents start generating. You will notice that the first pass typically is never the correct pass, and you have the opportunity of running this automation and figuring out where the issues typically are. And in this case, my issues were in merging the details from the multiple sites along with the Astro Cafe definition. So I had to pass through them a few times. Again, Crew.ai is a completely free software, and once I'm done, it will generate my readings for that whole year. Now it's time to turn the page to start to look into video and multimodal data as opposed to just textual data. Let's get started. Now let's come to this fabulous tool called NotebookLM, and here you can access it as notebooklm.google.com. Again, it's a completely free system that you can start in order to generate audio and video overviews. So this is a place where I give it a basic prompt, and then I am going to be copying all of these video links. Now these video links were annual or yearly predictions made from Astrolada and from Kiara's channel that I had previously shared. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy all of these into the NotebookLM, and I'm going to ask it to provide monthly predictions thereafter. Now, NotebookLM is a student's absolute favorite because this is where you can combine text, you can combine web pages, you can combine videos, and it is going to parse through all of them. It is going to create a knowledge graph, and then it is also capable of generating quizzes for you. It can help you take sample tests so that you can practice a particular topic before really going in for your test. So today I'm going to be using this very simple NotebookLM to do this classic task, as I have so many of these video links which are my annual predictions and predictions based off of particular transits for my sun sign, for my rising sign that I have figured out from the various different channels and their links. But sometimes I don't really have time to go through all of them and create summaries. So here what I'm going to be doing is giving to NotebookLM all of these links so that it will do all of the hard task of figuring all of this out, of really distilling all of the knowledge and generating the knowledge graphs, like what is similarities, what are the dissimilarities. And then we can also generate presentations so that whatever output format is interesting, we can attain that from this particular system. The one particular very strong aspect of this particular tool is the explainability angle. So once it has gone through all of these videos, the links, the documents that you've sent, it generates a knowledge graph, and you can literally see how the explainability of the topics, how they flow. And here you have the final telemetry presentation as well as an astrology quiz that gets generated from all of this text on the side. And this will make sure that I am ready not just for the next month, which is currently June, but even if it's July or August, whatever be the month, I can literally feed that as an input in my basic prompt, and it will be able to generate this personalized presentation for me using the AI agents. Now look at how professional this output looks. This will start from what these aspects typically mean. The outputs are extremely professionally done. This is very similar to what you would receive from an actual astrological agent. However, in this case, it is completely automated and it is personalized to whatever be the output format that you would want, which can be changed at any point of time using just very simple post filtering prompts. And then finally, this is the astrology quiz. just to demonstrate how powerful this tool is. So if there is a lot of ingrained detail which is embedded into these videos, and it can be multi-formatted, you can have Google Sheets, you can have Google Docs, you can have PDFs, and you can literally club all of them together, and the knowledge graph that is generated from each and every one of them, you can literally go through some quizzes, and then you can answer and you can figure out if you are on the right track or not. And if you want more of a particular kind of quiz, or if you want less of a particular kind of quiz, you can literally change that. That's very simple post filtering mechanism which is used in this case in order to provide the templatized version or any additional details which is passed to the LLM using RAG approaches in order to fine tune or enhance the output or the formatting of the details that you are interested in. So this is what we have. Please subscribe, like, share, and follow. See you next time.